All right, so you should already have this graphed in your calculator. You can move this if you hover over it and the hand is open. Hold down on your clicker in the middle and it'll close the hand and you can drag it wherever you want. If you delete it, it's also, I believe, going to delete the graph. You don't want to do that. All right. Couple things to note about the screen here. If you want to change how you're looking at the screen, that's under menu. If you go down to view, then you can change your grid. So you may not want a grid, that's very rare, or maybe you want a lined grid or a dotted grid. Okay, and so I'm going to change it to lined grid number 3. So that's what it's going to look like. If you prefer not to have that, then you can go back and change it back to no grid or to a dotted grid. All right. Now, I want to show you how to find the minimum, which is also going to show us how to find the vertex and the axis of symmetry. Problem is here I can't see the minimum. It's down here somewhere and it's off my screen. So I need to change that. So I'm also going to do that under menu. And this time I'm going to go to Windows Zoom, which is number 4. The only two options here I'm going to use are Windows Settings or Zoom Standard. Zoom Standard will take you back to what we were just looking at. If you ever change it so much and you want to just get back to the regular window. But we're going to manually change our window settings. We don't need to change our X's. We need to change our Y's because we need the Y minimum to actually be further down because that's what we can't see. So I'm going to make it -15 and see if that works. Sure enough, it does. Now, if for some reason it's still not showing up, then that means you need to go back and change your settings again. So now I can see my minimum. So now I'm going to use the menu to find my minimum. So I'm going to go to Menu. I'm going to go to number 6, Analyze Graph. And I'm going to click on Minimum because that's what I'm trying to find. I'm going to go to the left of the minimum and to the right of the minimum, and there it is. Now, that is actually your vertex, 1, -12. The minimum value is -12, and the axis of symmetry is x equals 1. That is the vertical line that goes through the vertex. So now you know the vertex, the minimum, and the axis of symmetry. It works the same way if you're trying to find a maximum, except when you go to Menu and Analyze Graph, you hit maximum, not minimum. Otherwise, it works the same way. Also, when you're in this menu option and you want to get out of it, you can either hit your left arrow or you can hit Escape. Either one will work and get you back out where you want to be. Okay, so that's how you find the minimum, the vertex, and the axis of symmetry, or the maximum if that's the case.